Well, these charges against Cohen that could involve tax fraud, that's the tricky part, according to the Times. Tax fraud, of course, is a tool the government has used many times in the past to win convictions or coerce testimony in exchange for leniency. We've known Michael Cohen was under investigation since April, when federal authorities raided his New York City hotel room, his home, and his office in a search for evidence linked to the Robert Mueller probe of the president's Russian collusion allegations. Well, Cohen was the president's personal attorney for years, who said at one point he'd take a bullet for Mr. Trump, but more recently suggested he'd put his family and country first. The New York Times, without naming any sources, suggests the feds are focused on more than $20 million in loans Cohen received from two banks using 32 New York City taxi medallions as collateral. And they're looking at how Cohen reported the income from those medallions, which are required to operate a cab in the city. The medallions were valued at more than $1 million each at the time, with each medallion generating more than $1 million a year in income. We reached out to Lanny Davis, Cohen's attorney, for a response, and he told us that he can't comment since the matter is under investigation, and certainly not to respond to anonymous people who call themselves investigators, but who hide behind anonymity. Meanwhile, Politico reports that Lanny Davis has been consulting with John Dean, the former White House counsel who helped bring down the presidency of Richard Nixon. Davis told Politico he sees parallels between Watergate and what Michael Cohen is experiencing and wants to, quote, gain from John's wisdom. Well, the Times article suggests charges could be filed before the end of this month, or the case may not go anywhere until after the midterm elections. Federal prosecutors, of course, won't comment on any of this because of the ongoing investigation, Eric.
All right, it's a fascinating connection if he's reaching out to John Dean. Thank you.